On January 2nd, a monorail train's wheel on Thailand's Yellow Line detached, slamming into a moving taxi. According to the video, the taxi's headlights and engine hood suffered fractures and deformation. The dislodged wheel from the train appeared big, and if it had hit the windshield, the consequences could have been severe. Fortunately, the wheel's trajectory did not cause greater destruction, and no injuries were reported. Reports indicate that the Thailand-Bangkok light rail system manufactured in China has encountered safety incidents within half a year of operation. In July 2023, Thailand inaugurated an elevated rapid monorail system with prominently painted yellow trains. However, these eye-catching vehicles concealed safety concerns. Another Thai light rail incident occurred on December 24, 2023, in Tawanan Road in Pakrat district of Nonthaburi. In this case, a section of the Pink Line light rail track fell from an elevated bridge, damaging 3 parked cars beneath and breaking a high-voltage power pole. Following this event, Thai authorities temporarily suspended the operation of the line. Fortunately, no casualties were reported. These incidents have sparked worries and questioning among Thai people. The crucial aspect of both accidents is that, according to Thai sources, the monorail trains involved were manufactured in China. Preliminary investigations suggest that the wheel detachment on January 2nd resulted from damages of the wheel, raising concerns about the quality and safety of Chinese-manufactured rail systems. Beyond Thailand, China has also exported high-speed trains to Indonesia. In December 2022, during the testing phase of the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway, a train derailed in the Padalarang town, resulting in at least 2 deaths and 5 serious injuries. The victims were railway technicians, and construction of the railway was temporarily halted. Mohammed Zulfikar Rahmat, assistant professor of international relations at the Islamic University of Indonesia, explained that the high-speed train's locomotive failed to brake in time while crossing an unfinished track, leading to the derailment. The director of the Public Relations Division of the Indonesian National Police, Dedi Prasetyo, announced on December 19th that the National Police Headquarters has dispatched a forensic and fingerprint recognition expert team to the scene of the incident to quickly verify the casualties and injuries in the high-speed rail accident. Dedi also pointed out that the deceased were of Chinese descent, and both central and local police would investigate all aspects of the accident. Updates on casualties and injuries would also be provided. In both cases, many Indonesian people expressed sympathy and prayers for the victims. However, some individuals criticized the safety of Chinese high-speed rail technology and hoped that Japan, which had previously lost the bid for the Jakarta-Bandung high-speed railway project, could reintroduce reliable Shinkansen technology to Indonesia. The reliability of Chinese-made high-speed trains and railways has also been questioned domestically, as incidents of delays and service suspension on different routes have been reported. On August 12, 2022, passengers on various Chinese high-speed trains reported delays and sudden halts. Several major railway hubs, including Chongqing North Station, Chengdu East Station, Jinan West Station, Shenyang North Station, Guangzhou South Station, and Nanjing, experienced widespread delays at the same time. Videos circulated online showed high-speed trains stationary on bridges. Later, Southwest Railway responded, stating that around 6:30 p.m. on the evening of August 12, 2022, equipment malfunctions were discovered, and efforts were underway to restore transportation order. Some train departures on certain routes within the Chengdu Bureau were reported to be delayed to varying degrees. Some people posted that they were notified of delays not due to line issues, but weather conditions. However, one user expressed skepticism, stating, "I am encountering a train delay for the first time, and it's slower than a bus. They claim it's due to weather, but it's clearly a sunny day. Delayed for over an hour. Crazy." Another person mentioned a power outage as the cause. Once in a millennium, the railway's power grid failed, and the internal network lost connectivity. All high-speed trains in Sichuan are stationary. Some people complained, from pending in the evening to delayed by 2 hours and 32 minutes, the delay duration keeps increasing. This nationwide high-speed train delay occurring once in a century is unbelievable. Another mentioned, train Z349 delayed by 6 hours. There was a line issue announcement, but afterward there was no solution. Everyone has urgent matters to attend to, but the main issue is the attitude. Concerns were also expressed about the origin of high-speed train components. Quote, "The Chinese high-speed rail uses a significant number of components that are imported. The weak power system primarily originates from a German company established in 1951. Now, with the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, it's likely that the German company has also received notices to stop supplying certain connection terminals. Considering the quality of domestic Chinese equipment, as you may already know, it's essential for everyone to overcome these challenges. Additionally, for commuters who frequently take high-speed trains or bullet trains, it is advisable to increase the coverage of accidental insurance. I'll leave it at that." There are also analyses suggesting the inability of trains to register with the centralized control system, leading to such widespread paralysis. It might be because of the lack of error correction mechanisms and maintenance follow-ups in the original system design, indicating a design flaw. Some criticisms were directed at Liu Zhijun, the former Chinese Minister of Railways, who had already been apprehended, blaming him for flawed design during his tenure, and implying a fundamental corruption issue. To understand the context, let's first delve into a tragic high-speed train accident that occurred on the Jiaozhou-Jinan Railway in 2008. On the early morning of April 28, 2008, the T195 passenger train traveling from Beijing to Qingdao derailed near the Wang Village to Zhou Village East section, under the jurisdiction of the Jinan Railway Bureau. The train derailed severely from carriages 9 to 17. Just 3 minutes later, the D5034 passenger train traveling from Yantai to Xuzhou collided violently with carriages 15 and 17 of the T195 train on the same section, causing carriages 1 to 5 of the D5034 train to derail as well. The accident led to at least 72 fatalities and 416 injuries, including 70 serious injuries, and 4 French nationals among the injured. This was a derailment caused by overspeeding, leading to a more severe collision between trains. Another serious high-speed train accident raised doubts about the safety of the high-speed trains. On July 23, 2011, on the Oujiang Bridge in Wenzhou, Zhejiang Province, the D301 train from Beijing South Station to Fuzhou Station collided with the D3115 train from Hangzhou Station to Fuzhou South Station in a rear-end accident. The Ministry of Railways eventually announced 40 deaths, 172 injuries, an interrupted operation lasting 32.5 hours, and a direct economic loss of 190 million RMB. Since this major traffic accident, many people have started to realize that China's high-speed trains have many problems. Although they use advanced Japanese technology, safety is not guaranteed. In response, international attention has once again focused on the safety issues that Japanese manufacturers have been monitoring and protesting. Firstly, Chinese high-speed trains are dangerous due to their speed. Some experts found that the Chinese high-speed train model involved in the accident on July 23, 2011, resembled the model from Japan's Kawasaki Heavy Industries. However, the difference lies in that Kawasaki Heavy Industries model, designed with safety coefficients in mind, had a maximum speed of 275 km per hour. In contrast, China's high-speed trains aimed to surpass Kawasaki's, relentlessly pushing for higher speeds while overlooking the safety concerns. Experts have bluntly pointed out that the reason why China's high-speed railways can rival Kawasaki is not because its technology is better, but because it is bolder. They sacrifice its safety in exchange for higher speeds, thereby reaping more profits. After 2008, another partner of China's high-speed trains, JR East Japan Railway Company, together with Kawasaki Heavy Industries, protested to the Chinese Communist government and submitted a memorandum stating consequences at one's own risk. Yoshiyuki Kasai, former chairman of JR Central, criticized China's high-speed trains for disregarding safety, driving at dangerous speeds, and using technology that is essentially stolen from foreign countries. However, the Chinese government has always been indifferent to such criticisms. The second potential safety hazard lies in China's self-proclaimed technology research and development. Reports suggest that although China has been importing technology from other countries, the imports are not comprehensive. Internal sources have leaked information that, due to the high cost of control system components, the Chinese government opted to develop this part independently. This means modifying and upgrading a low-tech, old-fashioned product, packaging it as a new high-tech product similar to foreign train automatic protection systems. 3 days after the 723 accident, Nikkei's editorial clearly stated, China's high-speed rail vehicles are manufactured based on technology imported from Japan, Germany, and Canada. Various technologies are mixed, lacking advanced control systems necessary for safe operation. The control system is a technology independently developed by China, and this accident appears to show that this system operation is worrisome. On the other hand, some foreign media have pointed out the need to analyze China's copycat approach to technology introduction and why it has become a convention. According to reports around 2003, when China was upgrading its long-distance ground rail transit, the international market for high-speed trains was saturated. The vast land area and population of China made it the best choice for generating wealth through the development of high-speed train technology. Therefore, the world's four giants in high-speed train technology, Kawasaki Heavy Industries, Siemens from Germany, Alstom from France, and Bombardier from Canada, all set their sights on this emerging major market. To illustrate the enormity of this market, estimates indicated that by 2020, the total scale of China's high-speed rail would reach 18,000 kilometers, and by the end of 2021, the total length of mainland China's high-speed rail exceeded 40,000 kilometers, covering over 80% of cities. By 2025, it is expected to reach 50,000 kilometers, with an investment exceeding 100 million RMB per kilometer, approximately 14 million US dollars. One can imagine the enormous profits involved. China then used the competitive relationship between Germany and Japan to force them to lower their thresholds to compete for the market in a series of negotiations, repeatedly making concessions. Finally, China utilized its huge market and interests to take cash technology from various sources, assembled the so-called indigenous innovative product, China's high-speed train, and then ending cooperation with other countries to fully exploit Western technology for further research, development, and ultimately exporting Chinese high-speed train technology to the world. It is precisely this self-proclaimed approach that produced the safety hazards in China's high-speed trains. Some international media straightforwardly stated that although the CCP has taken advantage of cheap technology over the past 30 years, treating high-speed trains like other technologies that can be copied, stolen, and developed, there is no such thing as a free lunch in the world. Each accident that occurs becomes part of this indigenous innovation process based on theft. What's heartbreaking is that the cost of this innovation is not paid in money, but with Chinese people's lives. Experts pointed out that China's economic model is characterized by self-reliance and indigenous innovation. Taking China's high-speed trains as an example, within less than 10 years, China has built the world's largest high-speed rail network, touted by the CCP government as an innovative product exported to other countries. However, since the birth of China's high-speed trains, they have been entangled with disputes over related intellectual property rights. With the successive accidents, this so-called largest high-speed rail network is no longer celebrated, but continually questioned. Even the Russian government, which collaborates closely with the CCP, has expressed skepticism about CCP's technology. According to reports, several years ago, the state-owned Russian Railways, a monopoly enterprise, planned to open bids for a high-speed rail line connecting Moscow and St. Petersburg. The project, valued at 12 to 15 billion euros, was the largest infrastructure construction project in Russia at that time. China, along with competitors from Germany, France, South Korea, and other countries, engaged in intense competition. Denis Maratov, the CEO of the Russian Railways high-speed rail subsidiary, commented at the time, "China may outperform everyone. They are not concerned about funding sources. However, due to concerns about China's intellectual property, Russia was unwilling to entrust the entire project to Chinese companies." Maratov stated, "Of course, we want to complete this project at a low cost. However, we may have doubts about patents creatively modified by China. It may be best to break up the project and complete it." It can be seen that even the Russian government, which is close to the CCP, has a significant level of distrust towards them, especially regarding intellectual property issues. In fact, the CCP has been notorious for forcibly seizing the fruits of others' labor, and has frequently been involved in stealing U.S. intellectual property. This is because independent research and development are difficult to meet technical requirements and require substantial manpower and financial resources. For the CCP, it is more cost-effective to directly acquire foreign technology, give some benefits to the West, in exchange for professional expertise. So the CCP used the competitive relationship between Japan and Germany to force them to lower their thresholds to compete for the market in a series of negotiations, repeatedly making concessions. Finally, the CCP used technology taken from various sources to disguise it as innovative products and promptly introduced China's high-speed rail to the world. This speculative approach inevitably determines that China's high-speed rail will have significant safety hazards. As some experts point out, the high-speed train project is a large-scale system engineering project, and high-speed train technology involves not only hardware equipment such as vehicles, tracks, and signals, but also software systems such as safety control systems. It also includes long-term accumulation of experience and lessons on daily maintenance, how to respond to accidents, and how to detect signs of significant events. However, the CCP, in its history of seizing by force, has not learned how to reflect and progress. Instead, it further cuts corners and continuously takes Western technology, resulting in frequent problems. For example, recently, the CCP, in its relentless pursuit of development and profits, engaged in serious non-compliance in a high-speed rail project. In late 2023, serious quality issues emerged in a high-speed rail project undertaken by China's key construction company, China Construction 8th Engineering Division. According to reports by Chinese media, both Shandong Lairong High-Speed Rail Section 3 and subcontractor Henan Sanjie Industrial Co. Ltd. filed real-name reports against China Construction 8th Engineering Division, accusing the company of shoddy work. Not only that, there were quality problems in the construction of threaded piles in some roadbed sections of the Lairong high-speed rail. Most of the threaded piles in this section did not meet the design requirements and were suspected of posing significant safety hazards. Despite this, China Construction 8th Engineering Division, controlled by the CCP, showed no remorse after being reported by several construction companies, and instead threatened the management side. Do it if you can. If you can't, get lost. This clearly reflects the consistent style of manufacturing in China, where profits are prioritized over safety. China's public works have always been a hotbed of official corruption. Officials who prioritize personal gain are not concerned with professional ethics, let alone moral principles and guidelines. Since public projects have become bribe opportunities for officials, the quality and safety of these projects cannot be guaranteed. This is also the reason for the frequent occurrence of high-speed rail accidents in China. As someone aptly put it, the CCP has always been breaking bridges when building them, and collapsing roads when paving them.